It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, family? I'm glad to see y'all are here. It is Tuesday, baby. Where'd my damn mouse go? There it is. It's Tuesday, baby. I know. I missed Monday. Got busy. By the time I got a shower and came in to eat, I couldn't dig a rant out of me for nothing. So I'm sorry. I did that to y'all. I wrote a little blog on there on Facebook explaining. But anyway, we made it through Monday, and now it's Tuesday, and I'm glad y'all are here. What a fine day I have had, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I want to thank Michael James for coming in. Thank you, brother. It's followed by Dwayne Dwizzle. Dorothy Tyndall is with us. The remixtress is here. Let me see. Michael J., Richard Phillips, Donald Ware, Suzanne Jarrett. Thank you, baby, for being here. Lady Freedom rocks, and doesn't she, though? Thank you for being here, baby, and all the ships at sea. The lioness Linda Collins is with us. This is BW and Sherry Puckett. Thank you for being here, baby. Sheila Loves Sunsets is here. Let me see. Curtis Wood. Thank you. My buddy Keith Thompson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Doug Schuff, whose group I recently joined. Thank you, Doug, for the invite. Dennis Utreiner is here. Hey, Bud Man, how you doing? Bud Pepsi Max. And, oh, Lord, Ernie D200, Dizzy Duke. Michael Chapik is here. Oh, let me get on down here. I'm not going to be able to catch up. Valerie Wood Rosato, that flower girl is here, and the whole group. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. I have had a wonderful day. I got to meet some Blue Dots today, and that's how I spent my day today. I met with Terry Ballard and Richard Gann all the way down from Denison, Texas, drove over about 500 miles from just outside Oklahoma up there, all the way down to Texas. We met today, got to sit by the bayfront, had a great talk and a great discussion outside, right there on the bay, and then sashayed over to Blackbeard's to have cerveza and shrimp and fish, and I am still stuffed. So I am sitting here. I just told Travis a minute ago. He said, "You ready?" I said, "I guess." I am just not really. I really want to just go stretch out somewhere and snooze. I'm so stuffed. But I had a wonderful time. Both of them were very nice people. I posted some pictures on Facebook there. I got them on my. I got them on my. Well, my phone's out there anyway. Anyway, it's not done. Tomorrow we are going to meet up and have Whataburger on the bay, the premier Whataburger restaurant that is down on the bayfront, which faces the marina and all the sailboats and everything. It's a lovely location. Travis and I are going to go hook up with them tomorrow and have lunch. Anyway, I get thrilled anytime I have an opportunity to meet any of our Blue Dots, and As a matter of fact, that brings up Tina Marie Walker, if you're listening. Tomorrow we're going to be at the Whataburger. As soon as I nail down a time, I'll post it and let you know. To any of our Blue Dots here around Corpus Christi, we're going to be at the Whataburger down at the Bayfront tomorrow. And I would assume sometime around lunch. Yeah, whenever they're ready and we're ready, which will probably sometime around noon or something, we'll go over there. Yes, indeed, Blackbeard's is a great. We had to wait on a table, so of course we sashayed up to the bar and had a few sarsaparillos while we waited. But anyway, Terry and Richard, thank you both so much. And I don't want to forget the gift that Terry brought down from Mama. I called Mom on the way home. I said, Terry brought you some goat milk. Goat milk? I said, yeah, I got goat milk. What am I going to do with goat milk? I said, well, I guess drink it. She said, I can't drink goat milk. I said, well, why not? It's milk. I was teasing her. It is a fine selection from Beekman, established in 1802. It's a place up in North New York State, and it is goat milk, soap, body lotion, hand lotion, and a lip balm. And I don't know if y'all can hear it. Push that little button. That's the birds and stuff at Beekman Farm, early in the morning, and it's a wonder. Mama is thrilled with it. She's already using the lotion on her hands, but I said put it back in the box because I got to show it. And so, Terry, thank you so much. That's a lovely gift. Mama enjoys it so much. And on my way home, I stopped to check my mail, and I had another gift from, oh, Lord, let me get caught up, from Jimmy and Linda Collins up in Barberton, Ohio. And they sent a nice little card, said, keep up the good work. And they sent a nice little, it says, greetings from Akron, Ohio. And it is a bird. The little Mama claimed it. Mama claimed it. As soon as she said, that's mine, it goes in the kitchen. So, okay. Mama's going to put that in the kitchen. So thank you, Jimmy and Linda. I appreciate it tremendously. Big Blue Dots up in Ohio. We appreciate you tremendously. And then, I thought this was cute, because when I got home from the mailbox, I kidded Mama a little bit. I said, well, Marianne heard you. Because the other day, Mama was asking me, have you heard from Marianne? And as a matter of fact, she asked me about Tammy Ames and several other Blue Dots. But anyway, one of them was Marianne McLaughlin. Have you heard from Marianne? No, I haven't. Well, here it is. We got the monthly Marianne McLaughlin report from Royal Oak, Michigan. This is the Weather Rant edition. And holy shit, the weather's on a roller coaster up there, anywhere from 90-something down to, I don't know, freezing your butt off in days. But she's getting her black-eyed peas, or black-eyed Susans, black-eyed peas, planted. I guess she's planting the grass for rabbit food, I assume, because that's who's eating it. Marianne, it's always a pleasure to get a letter from you. We've been getting them for so long. It is a staple. We look for them every month. Marianne, thank you so much for that. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. The news. What's up in the news? Well, hell if I know. I've been eating fish and shrimp all day. Who gave a shit what was in the news today when you're having enjoyable conversation with good friends? No, I understand they had a report come out from the Senate on January 6th and came up with a lot of reasons why things didn't go as planned that day and why we couldn't respond and the lack of communications within our systems is the best I can. Nothing about Donnie. Left out completely. Don't even talk about him. Are you shitting me? You want to talk about January 6th, you can't start the conversation unless it starts with that orange asshole, and then you can continue the conversation because whatever comes up next is exactly what happened. Anyway, I'm out. I want to catch up here because I'm way behind because Nicole Strannon donated $10 through Super Chat 2 days ago. I guess that was at the end of our last show, And Nicole, I'm so sorry we didn't see it before the show ended. But thank you very much if you're out there listening. We appreciate it tremendously. And then right behind her today, Lady Freedom Rocks came in with $5 and said, let's get this party started. Indeed. Johnny Fly, did you hear that?
I heard
Let's
it.
get
Yes.
it cranking, buddy. What's going on up in Pennsylvania?
Well, it wasn't as hot as it was yesterday.
I hear that. There's the same problem over in Royal Oak, Michigan. That seems to be like a roller coaster going over there.
Well, we had showers. No thunderstorm. I was surprised, but that shower felt good, man. I thought I'm gonna stand out and get a nice shower in the rain. Won't have to take one tonight.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No, I had to come in and shower anyway.
I have taken a shower in the rain. You damn right.
Now,
shampooing the whole 9 yards.
If I could get away with it, I would take a shower outside naked. But I live next to a state highway, and I don't know. I think at this point in my life,
ain't nobody looking anyway.
Well, yeah, I don't think anybody would. They'd be scared if they saw me now, so they'd probably have an accident or something.
I don't know. I had a good crowd of monkeys coming around eyeballing me. Huh?
Oh boy,
I looked good. I'm telling you. Anyway, Johnny Fly, I'm glad you're here.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, them was the days. I'm glad you're here, brother.
Tell me about it.
And Tony Boyd. Tony, how you doing, friend?
Oh, I'm doing real good. How about you?
I'm hanging in. I had a great day. Are you shitting me? Anytime I get to meet new blue dots and sit around, drink beer, eat fish and shrimp, shit. I'm just cooked, buddy. Put a fork in me. I'm done. I'm full. I'm happy. I'm all that stuff, and I get to do it again tomorrow. So how's that?
Good.
But
sounds like a plan to me.
It does indeed, my friend. And T.W. Travis, all the way out in Colorado. How are you doing, brother?
Wetting my butt off right now.
What? You're wiping your butt. What?
My butt
Get out of the bathroom, bud. Jesus, you're on show.
It is 90 degrees.
Oh, you're sweating your butt off.
5 degrees, yes.
Sounds to me like a
It
heat wave.
is hot.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had fun. We had a tornado, so, that was
No. We had a whole discussion with that, me, Terry, and Richard, of the fact that they're up there 5 miles from the Oklahoma border is where they're from. And that's what they have up there. Tornadoes.
Hey, John?
No, I don't want no tornado.
If it gets as hot as me, then I'll say it's hot out.
Not to be humble, but if it gets as hot as you, then you know the asphalt's melted, buddy.
You know it is.
I know. That's how come you're on here, buddy. We need your handsome good looks to promote. You have a face for this, Johnny Fly. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Now say I have a face only in mother.
Go check out Johnny Fly's rants. He's doing them on Facebook. Tell them where they can find you, Johnny.
Well, they can find me on YouTube or Facebook. A lot of times I'll share it with Rant and Randy, and then he puts it on his group.
There you go, Rant and Randy's Patriot Group, True Patriot Group.
Right. So I'm on there, but you can always catch me on YouTube under John I Fly, I believe it is.
John I Fly, or as I prefer to call it.
Either John I Fly
Johnny
or
Fly.
John Are You Now, one of the two. John Are You Now, I think, is on my Facebook page. Yeah. John I Fly is YouTube.
Yeah, it's John Unell on Facebook. So go by there and check out Johnny's rants, man. I'm telling you, we were talking about that today. I had a great conversation today with Terry and Richard. Just a wonderful.
I thought my ears were burning.
Yeah, of course we talked about you. You wouldn't believe this guy, cowboy hat, guitar. Man, he could have been right in the. Anyway, could blow smoke up your ass. Anyway, shit. Well, TW, what's this about a tornado?
Oh, we had a little tornado here. We were all over the news, HLN, and all that.
Holy shit!
It was about probably 15 miles from where my location is, but didn't do too much damage. It ripped up a farmer's crop a little bit, tipped over a couple of his tractors. He said, I can deal with that. He said, just as long as it didn't hit my house or my family.
Yeah.
He was happy.
Well, that's what we all
You know
hope
what?
for everything.
I
Like you
was
said,
out.
everything
I
else
was
was insured, so.
well. I was out in Colorado. Oh, I guess it was back in the '90s.
Yeah.
And I was told my friends that lived out there, they said, "Oh, we don't get tornadoes around here. They get dirt devils." I did get to see a dirt devil. First time I was ever at a rodeo. Oh,
yeah?
man, I'll tell you, the sights out there were amazing.
Oh, listen to you.
But
I bet you was in hog heaven.
you're
I
damn
get a
right
kick
I
out of
was.
I get a kick out of people that come here from California and they think, "Oh, you don't get tornadoes."
Yeah,
Well,
I had
what's
that
that?
conversation with Terry and
Yeah,
Richard
what the
today.
hell is that right there? Yeah, you
No,
know,
I don't want no
that's
tornado.
a tornado, buddy.
We get hurricanes and we see them coming for a while. Where's that hurricane? Yeah, it's over there by coming through the lesser end. It looks like it's going to come this way. Well, keep an eye on it. That's what we do. Then when it
Well,
gets in the
John,
Gulf of
you know-
Mexico, then everybody starts going nuts.
When I was out in Colorado, I was like a kid in the candy store. Everywhere I looked, I just saw things that looked really good.
You saw things that you.
If you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. You're looking at the
Yeah.
mountains and the trees and the valleys and how beautiful the snow-capped peaks and all that
it
stuff
was
is.
so
That's what you were
beautiful,
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa
You
Diggum,
got
he
it.
loves rodeos too,
Well,
for a different
it
reason.
was great.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one thing I've learned about this country is no matter where you go, there's something to see. There's beauty in every part
You
of
know,
this country.
I wouldn't mind driving around the country. But I don't think my car would make it that I have now. But I wouldn't mind coming down to see you guys. I really wouldn't mind it.
Well, we
I'm
ain't going.
thinking the only thing I can think of is to fly down. But after that, I have nowhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what. I've never been to Texas before.
No,
It would be
we're-
interesting.
We're
to
pretty
come
much
down and
like
see you.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
You got your locals. Well, here we have sites to see. We have the USS Lexington on the bay down here, the aircraft carrier from World War II.
Well, you would be my tour guide, sir.
I would.
Between
That's what I would be.
you and Travis or whatever.
yep.
Whoever wants to come along.
Yeah, we'll
He'd
we'll
say,
take you.
"Look at this fine water burger. We're not
Yeah.
going anywhere else."
There's the beach. Well, we're done. that's sort of like how
look
you
what
feel
color-
when you live here.
Well,
'Cause
you'd
I-
say, look what blew in from the northeast, right?
Look what blew.
You know,
It's a
had-
cold front.
I had cousins they'd never been to America, and they came. They were all teachers. And I said, "So what do you guys want to do?" And they were like, "We'd like to go watch a movie and go to a mall." And oh my God, we couldn't get them out of the mall. We were there like all day.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have that over there. They
Yeah.
just, it's new to them.
Has he got the?
I've been trying to get him in.
Oh. Well. Technical
No,
difficulty. on the side.
John, I see Robert Herons in the audience. I don't know if he wants to come in and talk, but haven't heard him in a while.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah,
Paula
he's
just-
got his earphones on there. He's got his lights up. He's got his hands going.
Oh yeah.
Who?
He's pretty cool. Robert Herons.
Robert
He's
Herons.
in the audience.
I talked about him
Yeah.
today. I talked about him
Oh, I
today.
hope it was
He's
good.
he's in the audience.
Hell no, it wasn't good. I told him,
He's-
man, you wouldn't believe this guy. What a trumper. What a trumper. Anyway, no, I didn't. Anyway, I want to call out Paula. Paula came in with a $10 donation. And she said, this is in remembrance of my dog, Eddie, my best bud for 15 years. I miss you. Paula,
Aw.
baby, I know exactly how you feel. Tommy, I miss my little, did I say little dog?
Yeah.
He wasn't little. Nowhere near little. He was a huge dog, and he was so lovable, and I still miss him. He was the brother to my dog Emma now, and Emma is very old. She's what, 14, I guess. 14.
Is that
years
the
old.
one you have on your
Yes, yes.
Facebook homepage?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you how's she doing. She's
She
still
hangs
hanging
in there. She gets up, stumbles around, goes over and gets some water, stumbles outside, does her business, and stumbles back inside and lays down.
She's a Texas dog, John.
She
They
is, baby.
have
She's
that
hanging in
one.
there. She
There you
gets.
go.
she's fine. She's I mean, as healthy as
Like
she
my
can be.
brother-in-law said, it's not. He dealt with cattle and stuff for years and years. He said, yeah. He goes, as long as they're eating, they're still kicking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. As
right.
long as she's getting up and getting around, I'm fine. I get down there on the floor and put my I still get what I call my flippy nose, which is when I put my
You're flipping.
yeah.
I got that last night.
Yeah, she'll flip her nose. That's her way of saying I love you. She's been doing it ever since she's a pup. I put my
Aw.
cheek on her nose and she gives me a little
Yeah.
flip. Anyway, Robert Heron, are you in here, brother?
I think so.
Outstanding. Was your
Yeah.
ears burning
Yeah.
today? Because I was talking about
No, I was just I've been blowing glass on my new torch, but I was trying to figure out how to get into this room because it's a new thing.
it's a new way of doing business
Well,
here.
welcome.
So how you
It's a
been,
new-
brother?
I had to hit the accept button, and then I finally got in. But I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, it's new. It's new. It's just a different format, but it puts us on the same page as the family room, the chat rooms and everything, I guess.
So on a good note,
On a good note?
my mom was married to a Republican congressman. You know that, and she said today she will never vote for another Republican ever again because of what's going on.
Good for her.
Good for her.
And I think that's amazing because she's been a lifelong Republican. So I'm seeing all these people just say, you know what, forget these people. They're committing treason, and they're doing it in our face.
They are.
Yeah.
They're turning
That
their
just
back on this
ridiculous.
country. It's so heartbreaking to
so-
watch this shit, too. Because it's people
Oh,
we
it's-
know. It's people that are in our families, our friends. That all of a sudden you find out that, I can't say who, but my wife read a post that somebody in the family on her side of the family made on Facebook, and it was. I told her, I said, you should just put a comment. Can we say bigot? Because that's all it was a dribble of how brown people are taking over this country and other vile, disgusting shit, and it just
John,
just
that's the
pisses
Republican
you off.
Party. They're bigots. They're bigots.
They
That's
are.
all they
There are. I'm sorry. If you don't like that term, get the hell out of the Republican Party. Or
That's
at least
right.
throw them assholes out of your party. You only got two choices in this shit. Because the world is watching you. And you're turning your back on us.
They're watching them.
Yes.
I said they're watching them.
Yes. The
Yeah,
whole
they're-
world.
They're committing treason in front of the world.
Indeed. And they're not
So,
giving up.
when you break the laws in front of the world and you slap the people in the face and you tell them, no, that didn't happen when everybody knows it happened.
Isn't that what
I mean,
the orange asshole did for 4 years, though? Did everything right in front of us.
The funny thing is my aunt's a Republican, and she sat there and watched that one day. We were over there, and they were showing the insurrection, and she said they should have hung the orange bastard up by his nuts.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah, but he doesn't
if
have
he
any.
had
They're like
what are you going to
marbles.
use? Dental floss? It would break. That much weight.
Actually-
Yeah.
I actually got banned on Facebook for saying they should hang him in public.
Hey, you
Well-
know what? Why would you waste a good scale on little marbles?
I'd just soon see him put him in a set of stocks so we could all walk by and slap the shit out of him.
You bet. Throw shit out of it.
Yes. Put him in some stocks so we could all take turns and slap that
Throw
stupid
a
idiot.
pie for charity.
Yeah, throw a pie for charity. Yeah. Yeah, we can think a lot
I mean,
of things.
what
You're
gets me is
wasting
why
good
do they
time.
have a law? Why do they even have a law called treason if they're not going to enforce it?
Indeed. That's a very
Well,
good
maybe
that's a
they're-
good question. Because why do
maybe
we
they're
have these laws
redefining-
if we're not going to enforce them, or we're going to be selective with how we
Well,
enforce
right.
them?
John,
Exactly.
maybe they're redefining what treason means. It seems
Yeah,
like it
they
to
are.
me.
They're stretching
Yeah.
it, baby. This is,
When I went to school and I learned what all this was, reason was if you were messing around with a foreign country or agent
Which you
for
did.
another country,
Which you did.
or let's see, you tried to overthrow your own country.
Which you did.
Hmm.
this is what he did. Yeah,
all
ding,
those
ding, ding, ding,
things.
ding.
I mean, you know,
And he's
done
not
all.
done.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not
Yeah,
done.
and he's still not done spreading lies and pushing his lies. And, you know, he's going to create more violence, and they need to arrest him. They just need to arrest him and put him in prison. Period.
We're waiting on the the indictments. Am I hearing a feedback or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting a little feedback somewhere.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I can't tell where it's coming from because I can't see.
If anybody's got it on their speaker, they'll have to turn that off or we'll get some feedback. Anyway, oh shit, Squirrel, what was we saying, Robert?
Treason.
Treason, that's what it is.
Treason, sedition, murder. I mean, he's guilty of all these things. And everybody that's going to prison for him, now they're all saying, well, we were duped by this liar. I mean, come on. Just arrest the guy that started the whole thing to
I have
begin with.
foxitis, I'm sorry.
You know?
It's not my fault. I have, Lord have mercy, okay? I have foxitis. What was that?
What the hell?
I hadn't played that in a long time. I had to exercise the bell.
Oh, is that your bell, Johnny?
That's my bell. Now,
Now-
you didn't even ring my bell for me.
I did not
So
ring
I
your
had to
bell.
ring it.
You had to ring your own bell.
Oh.
Hey, I know how it feels. I
That's
got to ring
right.
my own gong. You know, ain't nobody coming by here gonging my gong for me. I got to do that myself.
I gotta figure out how
But
to
I
use
do
this
it
on
with
my van.
I do it with love in my hand.
Yeah. Well, I have to figure out a way to do it. Maybe I'll ring it just in
Is
the
that a
beginning to wake
triangle
people
bell?
up.
Is that a triangle or a bell?
It's just a regular bell. It's a
A-
silver-colored bell.
Hit it again. Okay, you're shaking it.
Yeah, I have to shake it. It's like a school bell almost, but it's not quite. I love when I was in school. They used to have
Yeah.
these,
They come
what
out there with a bell and ring it.
copper-colored ones. I love. Yeah, that's the bell that I wanted to get. I love to collect bells. Just a few
We
of
had
them,
something
but-
like that. It
I
was a
mean,
teacher that came
recess
out there.
was
Get your
over,
little
you
ass back in the class. That's something like that. That's what I remember. Anyway.
Yeah,
What was that,
usually it was
TW?
like, it was like, get your ass back in the
Get
thing. And
your
it's like,
ass
oh, that
back
ain't
in
fun. We were having fun jumping back off of the thing, you know?
Yeah, but then when I got into the 6th grade, the teacher we had, she used to assign people to ring the bell. And I was fascinated with it, don't ask me why. But instead of using the handbell, then we graduated to push bell. You push the button
Yeah.
and the bell rings on the wall.
Yeah.
Man, that gave me such a rush of power, man. I'd push that button. You got to come in when I push that button.
They were under your control. You commanded,
That's right.
they came. Yeah.
And I
all
still
about-
keep commanding
it's all about the
attention
power,
today.
huh, Johnny?
What can I say?
I got you,
Yes,
brother.
that's it. Maybe I should run for president.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Get all the power. Look at all the power you'd have then.
I
you
know.
shitting me. Anyway.
I'd
got
be
my
probably
last-
going to.
You got
I'd
your.
be going
Yeah,
to
my
bed
whole-
and I'd be. Go ahead.
What's that,
I was
Robert?
just saying, I got my last spider shot about a week ago.
Did you? So you're all vaxxed up
Oh,
now?
good.
I am. I had a little bit of a reaction, but it wasn't bad. I think actually the first shot was worse than the second one.
The second one.
But I'm vaxxed up and I'm back out in the Bend Saturday market now.
Right?
But I'm still wearing a mask. I still wear a mask out there at the market, even though I got vaccinated.
Hey,
Well,
that's
there's
well
some
for
places
me.
they still require it, you know?
Well, for me, Robert, I minded the second shot. The first shot was piece of cake. I sat there after they gave it to me 15 minutes and I left. The second one, I was fine, but later on, I went up to Hawk Mountain and I just felt like shit, you know? I felt yuck. And then I touched my earlobes. My whole outer ears were on fire. They were hot. And then I had a little bit of a headache. And the area where the injection was, it was pink and a little puffy. By the next day, it was gone.
No, I didn't have a
Which
problem with
one
the
They
first
have
one.
a reaction except for
Um,
my arm
what do you
being
call it?
sore. That
Pfizer.
was the only thing.
I had the Pfizer shot.
Good. I had the Moderna. The second Moderna, the only reaction I had was a chills. The next day after the shot, it was a nice warm day outside, and I was sitting in front of a heater just shaking my ass off. I could not get warm.
Wow.
But
I got the chills. I got the chills a little bit. I got the chills and a little bit of dysentery, but all that came like a week after the shot.
Oh, mine was
You know,
the next day. But then the next day after that, I distinctly remember feeling great. feeling absolutely good.
Oh
just,
yeah, I
just felt
like,
good.
I felt like $1 million. Like God, day after, like my arm was a little tender. It was a little tender on the first shot, but otherwise I felt like $1 million.
But I'm like, you know what? If it saves you from having a ventilator shoved down your throat or a respirator, man, I'll do that.
Yeah, it's
No
worth
shit.
it. It's worth it.
No shit. That's what I keep thinking. Well, you could still get it after the shot. Yeah, but you're not gonna die. And
Right.
I had to read today. Remind me where I'm at. I read today because I want to thank Catman56, my buddy Keith, who came in with $5 and said, every day, little by little, we see the Emperor King Trump has no clothes. He is a traitor, a crook, a liar, a fake, and most of all, a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
Keith, I think you nailed it, buddy. I think you nailed it.
No, he needs to go to prison. I mean, he needs to go to prison. We need accountability, and he needs to pay for his.
You know what, John? I just got a text here. It goes regarding Joe Manchin. It's from John Fetterman. Here's what John Fetterman sent it to me. He goes, "Hi, it's John Fetterman. This is a campaigner asking for funds." He goes, "So Joe Manchin is a no vote on filibuster reform and for the People Act. Call me old-fashioned, but I think Democrats should vote like Democrats. Don't worry about how Republican senators vote. Just do what's right. If you elect me to the Senate, I'll never base my vote on what other senators are doing. I'll always vote my conscience. We now need more Dem senators if we're going to get this passed. Our race is even more important." Then he asked for money. I want to give something to him. I do.
I say they need a Republican train. Each of them need to bend over and stick their head up the other one's ass.
They're already doing that.
They need to pull their heads out of his ass and do the right thing.
But you know what?
This thing with Joe Manchin, this is him and Christian Cinema down in Arizona.
Yeah.
Talk about two people. Well, Cinema down in Arizona, she's naive. I go to work happy every day, just trying to. Well, I don't want you going to work happy. I want you pissed off because you can't get your shit through. Listening to John Cornhole down there saying I was going to work with immigration with you. No, he's not. He's going to blow smoke up your ass is what he's going to do. He's going to waste your time for a year or two, and that's what the Republicans are good at.
Guess what? I can't do it.
They are good at stretching shit out, just keeping it on the docket. We're going to talk about it. We're going to form whatever. And then they back out of whatever the hell they agree to.
You got a bunch of real winners down in Texas. I don't know where'd you grow them from?
We got a bunch of pieces of shit in Texas. Starting in my governor, my lieutenant governor, my attorney general, both my senators, my congressmen, other congressmen around Texas. Are you shitting me? We're always in the news. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, Texas really, this year has been a year for them. They tried to overthrow the votes of other states.
Yes, yes. Ken Paxton is the one that filed suit in federal court to stop the votes of other states.
And then they juryman the shit out of their own state. They got Ted Cruz runs off when everybody freezes. I mean, everybody has failed in Texas.
It is. It's an embarrassment down here. And this is my state, and I love my state. It's full of good people.
The funny thing is I watched a movie the other night called News of the World with Tom Hanks. And back in the day after the Civil War, they wanted to secede from the Union because they were pissed off.
Oh, there's still people here in Texas that want to secede from the Union. I'd flip on the bird every time I see one. Are you idiot?
You know what?
Please.
I think what they should do, John, just put Orange Asshole on an island and take all those people that are asswipes in Texas and put them out on the island with them. Maybe.
I wish it was that easy. Just go over there and form y'all a little white national country somewhere, but there ain't no place.
Yeah.
There's no place in the world that's going to accept that crap.
What you could do? Put Trump on that next rocket ship that goes up, but shoot him out into space. Put him in one of these little pods and shoot him out.
Iris Giselle just got here. She was eating, so she's.
I
I say we send the orange idiot to the orange planet so he can basically bathe in the orange glory.
I know where to send him. Send him to Uranus.
Yeah. Send him.
No, send him to prison with the RICO Act. They're going to charge him with the little RICO Act and all the campaign bullshit he's done and all the tax evasion he's done. All that's going to catch up.
Now, Robert.
It will, but now I have to wonder.
Head, Robert?
Go ahead, Johnny.
I was just going to say, did that go over Robert's head? I said, send him to Uranus. Get it? Get it?
I got it.
Get it?
I understand. It was funny, but he's not funny, though. I mean, he needs to go to prison for everything he's done. Seriously, because accountability, this country will not move forward with that until he's held accountable for what happened. Period.
Him and the others.
Him and many others.
If they can make other presidents be accountable for the things that they have done, and they have, they came out and said, George W. did this, and Clinton did this, Reagan did this. Hey, okay, well, it's time for him to be held accountable. Well, you came out one day and nobody liked you for 4 fucking years. There you go.
I don't know about their hands up, but when I had to hit accept, like I didn't know how to get into this room when I had my hand up on the waiting thing, but I had to hit accept at the top of it. So I don't know if these people are trying to get in, and they don't know how. I didn't know how to get in.
You did it right. You did it right.
Until I hit accept, but then I didn't know I was supposed to hit accept. I was just waiting to get in the room. So just so the people, if they don't know how to get in the room, if you have to hit accept if you got your hand up and they're trying to get in. Just
tell them where is that accept at? Is it right above their pictures or what?
Well, it came in above on the live room thing. It just hit at the top of the screen. It said you've been asked to accept, and so I hit accept and it let me in the room.
Maybe Travis does that. He has to let you in. I'm not sure. I think
so, because I see some people with their hands up. I don't know if they can't get in the room or.
Well, I think he leads them in. I don't know. Travis can answer that. They have to click it, and then he sees the hand.
Holy shit! Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Tony.
Hey, guys. Have y'all seen the video about Trump saying that we should all get rid of computers?
No.
We should all get rid of computers.
Yeah, I seen it last night on YouTube. He said we all should get rid of computers and go back to the old days.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that because he doesn't use them.
Yeah.
Are you serious, or is that a joke?
Hates him right now.
No, I'm serious.
He's serious. He even said
he's
it was ridiculous.
Right, so his media block failed. He's not being allowed on Facebook or Twitter, so of course he doesn't want any computer.
He doesn't. Why would use a computer? He doesn't. I mean, while he was on Twitter and Facebook,
golden phone.
Donnie does not deal in paper.
Well,
that's why he doesn't want us to. Hey,
Donnie doesn't sign anything. He doesn't acknowledge receipt.
If he can't get on the computer like he used to, then nobody else should. He's like a big kid. Well, if I can't get on, you can't get on either. Like, fuck you.
Holy shit.
And Sidney Powell should be arrested. I think Sidney Powell should be.
Wait a minute.
She should be
Breaking
arrested
news.
for trying to say that he can be reinstated. Sidney Powell should go to prison right now for saying, he's going to be reinstated in August.
Yeah, that's the same lady that said you can't take me serious because nobody should listen to me because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
This is the same.
She looks like a deer in the headlights.
Bitcoin is not a real tender.
Bitcoin is not real tender. Yeah, tell that to some. Tell that to people that are trading it every day.
No,
wait till they
you know why? Because there's people.
Hey, did you say, John, there was breaking news or something? I thought I heard you trying to say. Was that you trying to say?
Yes, I have the chat here. I have, in case somebody makes a donation, it pops up over here. I have, different screens, but over here on this one over here is the news, and it just popped up. And I want to read this because this is the lead line. You want to hear a crazy idea? Of course you do. That's the first line of the story, and I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Florida gained another seat in its congressional delegation thanks to faster than the national average growth over the last decade. Point two, Republicans control both chambers in the state legislature as well as the governorship, meaning they will have total control over the redistricting process and where the new seat will be drawn. Number three, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is a big friend of the former president, and Trump makes his permanent home in Palm Beach, which brings us to the exchange between these two people on a radio show. This guy, Root, whoever he is, I don't know who he is. Here's what Root told him on the radio and Trump's response. Root says, why not, instead of just waiting for 2024, and I'm hoping you run in 2024, but why not run in 2022 for the United States Congress? A House seat in Florida, win big, lead us to a dramatic landslide victory, taking the House by 50 seats, and then you become Speaker of the House. And Trump responds, it's very interesting. That's so interesting. And people have said run for Senate. Okay, run for Senate. But oh, damn it. This page is legal. Anyway, Trump says that's a great idea. Where it says, that's so interesting. People have said run for Senate. Okay, run for Senate. But you know what? Your idea might be better. It's very interesting. And they're right. He could run for Congress in Florida because they're going to get a new seat. They're going to redistrict, just like Texas. We picked up 2. They're going to both be Republican districts. You can bet your ass, because it's going to redistrict, and they're going to do the same thing they did last time. We can redistrict the shit out of this.
Yeah, the only problem is he likes that power of being president. He'll never give it up.
Yeah, but he knows. You got to believe he's not going to get it by being elected. I guarantee that. This country is not ever going to elect. I don't care how many of these maggot flags you see. The majority of this country have found their senses. He got the record number of Republican votes in Republican history. Biggest number of votes ever, 73 million votes. We got 81. Don't give a fuck how much they come out. We have a bigger number if we get out and vote. There's the key.
That's right.
If you get out and vote.
Remember the Arizona thing? Arizona, we're going to vote Republican, but they didn't vote for his ass. They voted Republican down the line, but they didn't vote for him because there were 77,000 that can't stand his ass.
That brings up. I had a conversation today, and it was about just that, the down ballot ticket. We are so kicked up on our congressmen, our senators. The presidential election when it happens, and maybe a governor. But man, we're talking down ballot. We're talking state races, where the state houses. There is where we're losing the battle. Down ticket is so damn important, because like here in Texas and other places in the country, when the Republicans have control, they're the ones that draw the districting lines, and they cheat like shit. Republicans are not ashamed of making a district look like an octopus. Well, we want to get this house over here and this street right here, but not this neighborhood here. Skip that. Oh, yeah, we want this street right here. It's full of. That's what they do. It's politicians picking their voters instead of voters picking their politicians. That's the way they have it set up.
Most Congress in Colorado is Democrat.
Right.
And basically, last couple of years, they were doing the gerrymandering thing. And finally, they put a law up. They said, this will not be redistricted, because there's a lot of places where there was, people that were not supposed to be voting because they're part of another whole, they're not part of that county, or they're not part of this county. So they were, going to be able to vote in another county, and that was wrong. They said, no, you got to vote in your own county. That's the way we do it. Pissed on everything else. So that's basically what they kind of...
we could come up with a system that anybody could vote anywhere they're at any time by going online and casting your vote. There's ways
Yep.
we can do this.
Get it done.
Yes, we're already, but the election that we just went through by several different voices
But
have said it's the most
leave the
secure
people
election
alone.
in history.
Well, you know
So-
what, John?
Huh.
I think they're going to try their best to undermine the election, but still, if they're not taking the voting away, all right. So people may have to be inconvenienced a little bit, but they're going to have to go out and vote. We can't let these assholes win.
No, we can't. But this little story about Donnie possibly running for Congress, don't think for a
Oh,
minute
yeah.
that it's a step down from president to speaker of the House. But look at the troubles
He won't do it.
oh.
He can't do it. Ego
I
won't let
don't
him do it.
think he wouldn't do it.
Well, I
He's not
don't think he's
qualified
going to end up
Hey.
anywhere because I don't think he's
I think he's gonna.
he's gonna have so many legal problems, but I'm not-
Courtroom.
I'm not sure he's going to be in jail
Well,
because you know how
you know
this
what,
bullshit
John?
runs. This is going to be
Yeah, but
tied
he
up in
wasn't-
courts forever.
he wasn't qualified to be president. Could you see what he'd do with that gavel in the Speaker of the House? Holy shit!
Hey, Thomas
Oh, he's
Morgan,
an idiot.
how are you doing, my buddy Thomas Morgan? I'm sorry, I had to say hello. That's the Picasso of the Resistance. Can't see it. Oh, I moved. No, there it is. That's my T-shirt up there. The artwork. He's a fantastic artist. I'm telling you. Anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry. I got distracted. Thomas
His
Morgan
ego-
came in the room.
His ego won't let him do it. After being president, his ego won't let him step down, and he can't even accept the fact that he lost
Yeah.
because he's still out there saying he lose, and so he's pushing this lie. Still,
Well,
So,
I don't think he's going to run for Congress or president ever again. He is going to, eventually his whole house of cards is going to fall down. We concentrate so
Wow.
much on him, but we got to remember that Southern District of New York, they're looking at the Trump organization. That's all of them.
oh, you bet.
That's the whole family,
That's
and,
everyone.
and I'm waiting for him to
See,
start
they're
grabbing the
talking about
low-hanging
Little
fruit.
Rico.
You know,
You know
They were
what's
talking about
funny
Little
is,
Rico.
John.
Ah.
You know what's funny is, even if he did run, who the fuck is gonna vote for that asshole?
oh,
You'd be surprised who'd vote for him.
There's plenty.
All
of
of his minions.
There's plenty of them.
There's plenty, but I mean, I'm serious.
And TW, you fail to realize that
They
it doesn't really matter how many people vote for him. He won. If he ran, he won.
He's delusional.
Period.
He wears his pants on backwards. He has a pamper. Hey, I'm sorry. He's an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah, they
He's a
came
Yeah,
out.
diapers on.
They
The
came
fucking
out.
man should have never been a president.
They brought up that was actually a doctored video.
Yeah, it's
And-
photoshopped. It's photoshopped.
It was
that picture.
photoshopped,
But
but he still
wears a
insane.
diaper.
The guy is insane.
There's
He's
plenty.
literally insane.
I
Yes.
think Tony Boyd's trying to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
The pampered POTUS, that's what we call it.
Go ahead, Tony.
See, he's not
No,
coming
I hadn't
through.
said
I
anything.
see him.
I hadn't said. Can you hear me still?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I can
Oh,
hear
yeah.
you. now. I don't know. I saw your thing
Yeah, Tony.
moving.
Right,
and I
around
thought,
here, you
well,
just
I
kind
don't
of
hear
got to
him.
shove your foot
Hear
right
me?
in the conversation. That's
No.
where.
No,
Yes.
I was cutting the gain back on my mic.
Oh.
'Cause I see
Oh,
my
okay.
thing flashing a lot.
Ah.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. I was listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was cutting the
I
gain
thought
back on my
somebody
mic.
was
Can
trying
you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I can
coming
hear
in
you
loud
fine
and clear.
now.
Perfect, as a matter of fact. Sound good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just like,
I'll leave it-
just
I'll
like
leave it
me,
right where
John.
it's at
Perfect,
then.
right?
Well,
I had
you know all about perfect, Johnny.
Go ahead.
to cut
So-
out because Mark was barking at the neighbors.
Oh, you got new neighbors or something?
Yeah, we got new neighbors, and he thinks that he needs to just be the stud of the park. And
Well, it's his territory, but you're damn right.
That's right. He
Jump
wants
up
to
in the
show
window.
who's boss.
Jump up in the window. What are you doing? What do you want? Come around
yeah,
here.
get away from my camper.
Yeah. Get off my grass. That's what it is. Get off my grass.
I pee
That's
on
my
that.
bush. I
Hey,
pee on that. Get out of here. Oh.
Well,
I'm
after a
telling you.
year locked down, man, everything went up. All the prices went up on everything. I had to pay like an extra $100 for my the tank I bought. I had to pay an extra $100 for the torch I bought. It's like in the last year, everything went up at least $100.
The
I know.
inflation
I
is
went to the
coming, my
grocery
friend.
store.
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store the other day. What I was paying for meat, it's almost $3 more now.
I think gas came back down to $2.39.
Yep.
I think I bought it today for
I think they're trying to
$2.39.
make up for all the money they lost over the last year. All these people are trying to make up for all the losses
Yes, they are.
they lost. And it's really
Yeah.
tragic because
Hey,
I mean, I'm glad
wholesale
that people are-
prices on the all of them have gone up. I've seen that in the news talking about the inflation
know,
rate
the price-
is rising.
Mhm.
The price of beef has always been expensive, but it's really gotten expensive over the past few years. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I try to stay away from it. I'll eat my occasional hamburger, or I like to make those sausage links or bacon once in a while. I gotta watch that because when I went to have my medical procedure done with the colonoscopy, they told me right out, do you eat processed meats? Because they claim that might cause cancer too. That's not
Shit, everything causes cancer.
the stuff that I like to eat. I'm not supposed
the only
to
thing
eat.
my doctor, when I had hepatitis C, what he told me to stay away from most was bacon. He said, don't
Yeah,
eat bacon
I like
Don't
it.
eat bacon.
because it's got all those heavy fats. And he said olive oil is great. So if you have hepatitis C and you have liver problems, olive oil is great for you. Bacon is bad for you, and alcohol will kill you. So
Bacon,
No,
the
have
do those
candy
things.
of meat.
hepatitis C.
You know what makes bacon taste better?
What?
Wrap it in bacon.
Bacon.
That's right. Bacon.
You
put
know what?
bacon on your bacon
Somebody-
makes your
You know,
bacon taste better.
Say what?
Well, somebody
I
I
said
don't eat that much
that
bacon.
dandelion-
I can't afford it.
Well-
I buy the cheap sausage at breakfast sausages and shit.
John, I have dandelions growing out in the pot out front.
Mm.
I
And
saw
that's
your
good.
dandelions in your salad.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you think
saw
I ain't
that,
paying
okay.
attention out here? Hell yes, I am. I saw
Yeah,
your
well-
dandelion
Well,
salad
I'm
there.
glad. Yeah, well, I
I
ate
said,
it
look
last
at
night.
that.
but
He's
it's
eating weeds. Poor man. We need to
Yeah,
send
but
him
it's
some
good
money.
for you.
Send
You
him a
can
can of
literally live
beans,
on
man.
dandelions.
Hey,
They're
now
full
wait.
of vitamin C. They're full
No,
of
it looked good.
nutrients.
Yes, it looked good.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
you can smoke
you eat the
weed.
wrong
I
part
like
of the
to eat
dandy-
weed.
And if you eat the wrong part of the dandelion, you can die from the weed.
Now, what part aren't
That's
you
true.
supposed to eat? That's a new one for me. I didn't hear that.
That's what
They
they
said-
said. They said that there's a poisonous
All, well,
to
all
dandelion.
parts of the plant are good, is what they said. I heard the root you can eat.
Oh, wait a minute. Now
The
we need to
flowers
check
you
this
can
out.
The flour you
Right.
can.
Make sure you
I
do
think
your
it's-
research.
I think
Before
you
eat
it's the, I think
Billy
it's the root.
Plums.
I don't think you're supposed
Bacon.
to eat the root. You
Well,
know,
they
I
said
saw
you
the
can
coolest.
I don't eat the
John,
root.
I want to try this so bad. It's called a torpedo tube. Basically, you interlace bacon together. Okay. You put
Uh-huh.
that
Bacon
together.
and tequila. Tell
Now,
me that don't go together.
You now. You take hamburger and sausage. You put sausage, hamburger, and all this together. You mix it up in a big torpedo. That's why they call it a torpedo. It looks like a big bun. Roll that in the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you make sure that the bacon's all the way around it. Then you cook it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. The bacon shrinks down in that torpedo and cooks all the fat out of it except for what's left. You're supposed to cut into that, and it's supposed to be like the wonderfulest meat, whatever you're having at any time.
They said too, bacon
Sounds
strips with bacon strips. You put the juices or something, bacon juice or whatever, and put it in with the dandelion. And some people swear by that. Somebody told me that the other day, but I try not to eat too much bacon. They say it's not good for your heart and the arterial system. You know, what the hell? What can I eat anymore that's not going to kill me?
Everything's going to kill you. You might as well enjoy yourself.
John,
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think
Said that right.
I think tequila dissolves grease.
Oh, see? See? There's a Renee, oh, God, some tequila and bacon.
Tequila dissolves the
That's why they
grease,
always
right?
save you margaritas when you're out having Mexican food.
Let me see. Renee Price, after my day at work, my husband just went to get me a bottle of tequila. There you go, baby. There you go. What a husband.
There it is.
What a husband. That's a good guy. You ought to hang on to him. You ought to hang on to him,
I
Renee.
can smoke all the pot I want. They're like, you can smoke all the weed you want. You just can't drink because you got liver disease. I was like, all right, I'll smoke weed instead. No
Well, there you
problem.
go. It's a good swap off.
But you know something, guys.
Trade-off.
What's that, Tony?
I seen a thing the other night. We was talking about booze, whiskey.
All right.
I seen a thing where that lady said that whiskey kills everything. So they did a study on whiskey compared to all the rums and stuff, and it's
That's right.
like a disinfection. And they showed this lady; she was 114 years old, and she had
Wow.
drank one glass of whiskey every night.
Really?
And it said that it goes in your body and it kills a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, really? I went and bought me a bottle of whiskey yesterday.
My doctor
There you
said.
go,
I
John.
did. I was at the.
My doctor
I
said
did. I was
take
at-
2 aspirin and a shot of whiskey
That's what
every
it said.
day.
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go,
2
John.
No,
years
we're not-
ahead on
we're
the
not-
whiskey and
We're not
9
talking.
months
That's the
behind
trick,
on the
Steve.
aspirin.
The trick is called moderation. Moderation
There you
is
go,
fine.
baby.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Moderation.
Everything in
Stress
moderation.
that word.
Damn.
Stress that
I
word.
love
big
the,
time.
I'd love the
guys are-
smell
Yeah.
of bourbon. If I drank
Well, I-
this as much as I'd love the smell of it, I'd be drunk all
Hey,
day.
you know what,
would.
John?
I'd love the smell
You
of bourbon,
haven't-
good bourbon. Huh?
John, you have not, you didn't drink that.
No, I didn't.
Stuff that gave you a good kick, though.
I
You
got a
need
bunch
to
of
do
beer
that.
in
You're overdue for drinking that, whatever it is that gave you a good kick.
John,
BW says whiskey. Whiskey does not kill viruses though. It kills germs,
Oh.
but not viruses.
germs. Yeah.
Yeah, germs, not viruses. So if you're testing
John.
for, if you're testing for coronavirus, you pour the
Right.
whiskey and smell it. If you can smell it, well, you're smelling good. And then taste the whiskey.
Right.
If you can taste it, chances are you don't have coronavirus. And just keep repeating that process and make sure you don't catch the coronavirus. If you can smell and taste, you're fine.
Yep, there you go.
Smell the whiskey, taste the whiskey, you're good
Yeah.
to go. Repeat as necessary. Anyway, seems to work.
I'm getting
You know, John, I
peach
bought a
brandy
bottle.
right now.
What's that, Tony?
I said I bought a bottle of that Knobs Creek.
Oh, not.
That is
Oh,
some good
did
whiskey.
you? This shit?
Yeah. I bought the 9-year aged. My boy got me a bottle for Christmas too. You know, that stuff's so damn good, I won't buy it no more.
This is too good. It's good, and it will kick
Yeah.
your butt.
Yeah.
This is
You
is
got
100
that
proof.
right.
You know,
Well,
it's
see,
You got that right.
it's 50%
wanna-
by volume alcohol. 50% half.
See,
Yeah.
In that bottle.
John, I want to see you drink it on the live show again, so I can laugh at you when you get hit.
Oh, I'm always up for it. Let me see. Where's my?
You should have seen that. That was priceless. When did you do that, John? When was that? Around Christmas
This is
time
my
or when?
Pittsburgh Steelers shot glass there. I want to do a whole shot because said
Oh,
I got a
okay.
little beer
He
in
does it when I can't be watching it on
That's
YouTube
right.
because
Well,
That's
turn it
just
on
for you,
YouTube
Johnny
there,
I
Johnny.
can't because
That's
then I'll
just
break
for
up
you.
on here.
oh,
Yeah, take
I'll
your
wa-
the
shot.
smell
I'll
of
watch.
good bourbon.
I'll watch the tape.
Boy, it's just.
I tell you,
Knob
I,
Creek
I
is-
bought a
is-
bottle of Maker's Mark's
This
yesterday.
is not cheap shit either. This is not cheap
Yeah, that
bourbon.
makes it
No, it's not.
expensive
This is
too.
pretty expensive shit. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Chris Kloss up in
See,
Bedford,
the Maker's
Massachusetts, the Wonder Man who has done so much for this show and for me personally, is the one that sent that. And anyway, Johnny Fly, that's to you, brother.
Yeah, that.
Hey,
Thank you.
Tony, have you
That's
tried
not-
the Maker's Mark
Huh?
96
Maker's Mark
or
96.
49?
That's what I bought yesterday. Yeah, that's what I
right.
bought yesterday.
Oh my God, that stuff is good,
Oh,
but
is that
boy,
good?
it's addictive.
Mm.
It's
I took a
expensive as
shot
hell.
of it last night.
It's
I
like
didn't need no
60
more.
Bucks,
Takes
it's
out a
like
little
$60
tea.
Yeah.
for a quart.
I can tell you guys, after,
Oh, my
20
goodness.
years, I don't miss hangovers at all. I do not miss hangovers whatsoever.
I tell you, listen to this. I get to talk to a bunch of
to get
alcoholics.
drunk.
Listen to this. I get to
Oh, I get
talk.
drunk easy.
I get to talk to a
I
bunch of
know that.
alcoholics.
Oh,
here.
Yes,
Yeah, I
you could, Ken.
understand.
Yes, you could. It
You
wouldn't
know
take that
that?
long, brother. Keep me going.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'd
You
be
know that
sideways
I
pretty
get-
heavy.
like you said it.
I get to talk to a
Yeah,
bunch of
weed.
alcoholics.
I've
Weed
had the
doesn't get
enjoyment
me
of having a lot of beer and
Nah.
whiskey sent to me from around the world and
Well,
across the United States. So I've had
You
wine
drink
sent to me.
Drink some of that whiskey and smoke a weed.
There you go.
Mhm.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I can't.
Hey, you know what,
Yeah.
John?
I mean, if it was legal here, I'd be doing that.
John,
but it's not. So
I've
of
been
course,
so
I'm just.
good. I'm getting to talk to a bunch of alcoholics on here. I don't drink anymore. I used to drink wine.
Hey,
once in a while.
and I think we call and being called an alcoholic when I have a beer in my hand.
Oh, well, maybe you're not an alcoholic here. I don't know. Are you drinking too?
Uh,
Well,
oh my goodness.
my brother would
Hey, let
be
me
the
tell you a
first
little
one to step
story.
up and say, "I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics go to meetings." He's a drunk.
Let me tell you a little story. Okay?
What's up, Tony?
Uh-oh.
When I was about 17 years old, my grandma used to make blackberry wine. Okay,
Mm,
Oh, I
and it
love
was
that.
in a hot.
blue wine.
Yeah, no, it was a
Oh,
hot summer's day, and I was in physically fit condition back then. And I went to my grandmother's house, and I was thirsty, so I went in the kitchen and got in the refrigerator and thought I was getting grape juice, and I poured me a glass of that. Drank that stuff, and I walked from her kitchen through her dining room, and when I hit the living room, I fell flat on my face. And I was on the floor. My grandma. Now listen, my grandma was sitting there. I know I was out for at least a couple hours. I turned over finally and woke up. She looked at me. She said, "Boy, you been in my wine, ain't you?" I said, "Is that what that was?" She said, "Yeah, 'cause you knocked your ass out."
You have a new nighttime medicine. Here, come take your medicine, boy.
Yeah. I never did it again. I never
I've
did it
had
again.
blackberry wine. That was one thing we had no shortage of around where we lived in Louisiana was blackberries.
Mhm.
Oh, I love
Of
blackberry.
course, if you haven't had the joy of experience of going to pick them little nasty boogers, they're delicious.
Oh, they're a pain in the ass.
Well, you know what you do?
There's
you
little
know what you
thorns
do?
all over the place.
Well, now wait. You know what you do?
Huh.
You be smart like me. I have 2 bushes down at my brother's, and they're thornless, so I have no problem harvesting my blackberries. I just wish I had enough to make blackberry wine.
I'm always amazed when I watch the deers eat blackberry bushes. I don't know how they do it. I'm like, how do the deer eat those damn things with all those thorns? They just eat them.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, they just
gentle,
go
they-
to town.
Yeah, they're real gentle.
Well,
reach in there and just
I don't know
grab
if
the
you've
berry.
ever heard the variety of blackberries that I have is called Arapaho. It's after the Indians, named after the Indians. Arapaho
No.
blackberries.
Mhm.
They're thornless, and they are
Really?
so good. When I get some, when they get ripe, I'm gonna take some
Mhm.
pictures. I wish I could send you some. They're nice,
No,
big, fat berries. Oh, they're good.
I got to get over to Maestro's. If we're going
Mhm.
to do a show, I got to get over to Maestro's to do a show because Maestro's got some new wine, and he's waiting for me to get over there to
Uh-oh.
open this wine because it's special wine. It's
Uh-oh.
infused with
Travis, that when you're driving.
with something else.
Can of wine.
Yes,
Can of wine.
can of wine.
Can of
So
wine.
we are going to pop. I need to get over
What
there.
kind
I
of-
really do. Huh?
What kind of wine is that?
That's
Well,
the day Travis
who cares what the wine is?
drives home,
No,
right?
no, it's some from a personal friend of his that makes the wine and infuses it with cannabis, and
Really?
Yeah.
You getting a double high?
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
And
Wow. Never heard. I mean, that's the first I heard of that.
you can infuse cannabis in anything now, man. They got
I'm
it
with
in everything
Jane
now. They got
Hansen.
chocolate bars, you name it.
When you
Well,
make the wine,
Gummies,
make
reason
the
I
pie.
chocolate bars.
the reason I said that, because back in the 70s and stuff, me and my buddies, we used to take wine and put it in a, the pipe, I can't think of the name
Right.
of it. When you smoke it.
Right.
And we smoked cannabis through it.
Yeah.
But we was only using Boone's Farm,
Yeah.
know,
Well, that's the rest. That's what the
Yeah.
rest of us was doing
through the
too.
water pipe.
We weren't into the expensive
Yeah.
shit back then. Hey, put some wine in there. Valley High, yeah, put some Valley High in there. That's the
That's
wine
a-
that sticks
Yeah,
out in
Valley
my
High,
memory.
right.
Yeah, when I was
Boone's
when I was
Farm.
yeah, right before Boone's. Well, it was during the Boone's Farm time when Boone's Farm first came out, but Valley
Right.
High was big down in Louisiana. Or Spinata.
Boone Swan, DJ
Ugh.
Swan, all those. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't
Then
force
adding-
me to
yeah,
drink
adding
Spinata
rain.
nowadays. I've been so sick on that shit.
I loved it when they used it when we had Broncos tickets. It was cool because you used to be able to take
Mhm.
your own stuff in there. You could take your own stuff in, and as long as as long as they didn't know any better, no big deal. Well, we had these little flasks that looked like binoculars. He told us to boost. He was like, "What are you doing?" Well, I'm sucking on my binocular thing. I said, "I gotta clean my lens."
I gotta lick my lens to clean it. Thank you.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
Boy, howdy shit.
And we were getting shit out of it. It was fun.
Maria Betancourt
Hey, you know-
came in with $5 and said, "Do you really believe Trump and Gatz will be indicted?" Yes,
Hope so.
I do. Now,
think Gatz will.
now let's break down the
Gatz
question. Will they be indicted? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will they go to jail? Gates will. I think Gates is going to get
Yeah.
indicted and face some serious charges.
Trump's
Trump,
gonna just throw his family under the bus. I think
it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while.
Hey,
Because
You know what,
he is a
John?
master at delay in dodge.
Yeah, but
He's going to file
but
so
see,
many
the other thing
counter.
too is, the other thing too is John is he doesn't have that protection of the presidency anymore, so he
Nope.
thinks that he's protected, and all these crimes are coming to pass.
Yes.
And I think that before Cyrus Vance? I can't remember, right?
Mm,
Yep.
What is the guy's name? From
It's
New York
Cyrus
District?
Vance. Yeah, Cyrus Vance.
Vance. I think he's looking to make a name for himself before he gets out completely. Like, I finally took down the pig of the world.
Well, they were talking about Little Rico, the RICO Act. I
Yes.
mean, they're talking about, racketeering because that's what he
Right.
does. He's been racketeering, and everybody around him is going to turn on him. All those people in this corporation, none of them are going to protect him because he's
I
in trouble.
honestly think that I think they've got Weiscott, or what's this? I can't remember. Sorry, guys, I'm bad at names. His accountant, because they got his accountant and his boy, and they basically said, "Your boy's going to jail unless you fess up," and I think he's fessing up. I think
Oh,
it's
he's
going
going
to
to
come
flip
down
on
to.
you.
I think Trump's going to be screwed, blued, tattooed. 'Cause
hey,
Mhm.
John.
Mm.
John.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave you guys go so you can bring somebody else in. But I wanted to bring up this thing with Giuliani. We actually heard him on the phone now, trying to do that quid pro quo thing.
Yes.
Did you hear
we
that?
have. Yes, we heard. We have him on tape, and they're playing it all
Good.
over the news now.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out if you want to bring somebody else in.
Well, Johnny,
Okay.
fine. We appreciate you coming in, brother.
Well, thanks for having me. I'll
You
be
bet.
back.
All right. We'll
All right.
count on that.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Talk about lowering his standard, man. The guy did an ad for My Pillow guy.
Oh,
yeah,
Mike
can you
he's
Lindell.
believe
confused.
Yeah, Mike
Totally
Lindell.
confused.
I mean, yeah, he was out there. Rudy was out there doing a commercial for My Pillow guy. I mean, talk about desperate. The guy's like, I mean, that's desperate shit.
$13 billion, you know.
Well, let's welcome Ardessa
That was
into the
like
room.
great.
Ardessa, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you, dear?
How you guys doing?
We're doing just fine.
I'm hanging in there.
That's the best. That's all we can do,
Hubby's
baby.
still at the hospital though.
Is he? Dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ken, right?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah. His name is Dan.
kidneys. I'm so sorry
Yeah,
to hear that.
yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I remember. If y'all do keep Ken in mind. He's in the hospital. Just keep him in your heart, in your mind.
kidney
Put out a
failure?
prayer there
Yeah.
if you're in so.
Going to the nursing home tomorrow.
Is he? Well,
sorry, did you
Yeah.
say he had kidney failure?
Excuse me?
Did you say he had kidney failure?
No, not failure yet. No, he has kidney problems. His body attacks his kidneys, and he's
Oh,
going
man.
through treatment to get it to stop doing that.
Oh, mercy.
But it's also making his blood sugar go really out of whack because prednisone is the answer to the kidneys.
oh Lord.
So it's like, yeah, and he's a diabetic, so his blood sugar's way out of whack.
Oh no!
And he's also having a thyroid issue now.
Boy,
How old is this gentleman?
Oh,
He's going to be 67 at the end of the month.
yeah.
57?
67.
67.
Oh, 67.
Yeah.
Still a young man.
Yeah, he's older than me.
Still a young man.
He's always going to be older than me, though.
Wow.
Well, let's hope he pulls
He
through. I know
robbed the
that's
cradle with you.
Yes,
That's
he
rough.
did.
What did you just turn?
People
38?
get
Yeah.
older.
You just turned 38, didn't
You
you?
know.
That's I saw your birthday.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I saw your birthday.
Good
38.
memory.
Yeah,
Good memory.
yeah.
Yep.
Indeed, baby, indeed. Let me catch up real quick before we get behind. Catman56, my buddy Keith came in with $3 and said the GOP right-wing nut jobs will win control in 2022 and 2024 by redistricting and add new laws to stop our black, brown citizens from voting. That's the plan, Keith. That's their
Yeah,
plan.
let's hope they don't.
That's what
Let's
they're
hope they
going to
don't
try.
actually pull it off.
It's our job to stop them.
Yeah, we got to vote.
And
Well, no matter what.
Nicole Strannon, 77, came in with $10 and said, hailing from Maine and Massachusetts, I need to give some love to your shirt and your shot of whiskey sent by a fellow masshole. I love that. Yes, we have several massholes up there. I can name them. And yes, I am very proud of my shirt. This came from Carol Lee Batson, I think. And we have Karen Cormier up in Maine. I have names in my head, baby. I have a Rolodex up there. You would not believe the names I have in my head. And I try to remember. That's why I try to remember Ardessa's husband's name. It's because this is family. It is. And by the way, Nicole, my mother was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, baby. So there's a little New England blood running through these veins, baby. It ain't all Cajun down here. I like a good chowder, man. Are you shitting me? Hell yes. Anyway,
That's
Gary
cool.
Spring all the way up in Canada came down with sent us down to Beaver Buck all the way from California. I mean, Canada. Gary Spring, thank you very much, brother. Gary's the one that sent me the beer. Bear Claw beer.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, yes, I have roots up in New England. My mother was from Boston. My father was from New Orleans, Louisiana. So, yep. Combination.
Nice combination.
Yes, good combination, I thought. But I went up to New England once in my life. I absolutely loved it. Drove up into Maine. Of course, I was young at the time. I was, I think, 17, I think. I just, right before I joined the Navy anyway, went on a trip up there. And went to Boston and visited all that, did the sightseeing through there, and met with family. And then drove up into Maine. And then I will never forget the road that we took from where we were down in Boston and went into Maine, because it was right along the coast. Oh my God. It seemed like every time you turned around, there was one of them cities that you find on the front of a postcard, you know, with the little chapel sticking out, and there's the rocks and the waves and this beautiful
perfect.
little, yes,
Perfect scenery.
perfect scenery. It's gorgeous up there. I loved it. But yeah, I like my
My friend
moose and
Crystal
sunglasses
loved it too.
shirt, moose, because you know nothing says
Yeah.
blue dot like moose and squirrel. Moose, squirrel.
Moose and squirrel.
That's it.
Squirrel.
Moose and squirrel. So,
Yep.
but anyway, let me catch up
You ever
again.
been to Niagara Falls?
No. I'd love to go up there. Are you shitting me? I would just love.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
I wanted to go up into both the northern woods, which we missed, you know, up around Michigan and Wisconsin, all that up in there. I wanted to go
yes, the
up
northern
into New England and in the Northwest, because we traveled all over with, hit all of the South, a lot of the West, a little bit into Colorado, went it all the way up to South Dakota, and it, you know, didn't make it. I wanted to do that. My wife has never been to some of those places.
When I was young, my wife, she was Swedish, and she's from
really?
Escanaba, Michigan. And her mom and dad, I loved them two people. They were, oh God, I miss them. And they had a camp like on the lake, a house on the lake up there in Little Bay de Noc. And we was up there, me, her, and our two kids, and I'm out there fishing. And I see this guy coming down the lake, and I thought it was a black guy. And I went back and told her dad, I said, man, I said, there's more than me up here. He said, who'd you see? I said, it's a black guy on the boat. He said, that's Indian. I said, really? He was darker as me. I said, that. They was real nice. Like you said, John, it's out there in the woods where there ain't nothing out there but bear.
Well, I want to, you know,
Go ahead.
because the woods, when you say woods, to where people like who live up in that area or out in California, you think of a forest. And we don't have that here. Down here we have brush, and you can't walk through that shit. It's all cactus, stickers, weesatch bushes. I mean, whatever it is, it's either gonna bite you, poke you, stick you, whatever. You're not walking through that shit. It's not like you're gonna go have a leisurely walk through the forest. No, we don't do that. You know, there might be a trail, but
there, John.
huh?
You need to come up to Wisconsin then, John.
I do.
We have a few forests up here.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Wisconsin
Especially in that northern part.
because Wisconsin is the mouth of the Mississippi, isn't it?
Yeah.
The birthplace of the Mississippi. I
Yep.
mean,
Well, actually, no, Minnesota. It goes off
Is it-
over to
oh.
Minnesota.
well, you got to go through to Wisconsin to get to Minnesota, right?
Oh, yeah,
See, there, works for me.
because I said so.
That's right. It works for me. I did. We wanted to go up there.
Yeah.
The biggest reason, Mama used to watch a show, and it was about. It was a sitcom. Who was that? Coach or something. Set up in I don't know, Minnesota or Wisconsin. I can't remember. And anyway, they always showed the landscape up there. It's just gorgeous. It's just big,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
forest and trees and whatnot. You know, like I said though, they no matter where you go in this country, I mean, geez, the Big Bend is pretty. Of course, you got to stretch the word pretty, you know, to accommodate the landscape you're going to see. But
Like they said, Colorado is known for the Stanley Hotel because of The Shining, and it's also known for.
it's known for pot. Give it up,
and
TW.
Mindy's house.
Colorado's known for
Mindy's
pot.
house. Well, that too.
Tell me it's
We're
known
not
for
on
mountains.
that because Texans can't hit it, and they just get pissed off because they're close to it.
I wonder why it's always Colorado. Because, you know, weed is legal in California, all up around the West Coast. You mentioned Colorado, and everybody goes, pot. You go, I'm going to Colorado.
Oregon, we got the best weed.
You got the
We got
best weed up there?
Oregon.
John, you know what really makes it funny?
What?
Is our governor just signed a new law in the other day that now if you are
Bob
stopped,
knew.
you can at least have two. Now you can have 2 ounces of pot on you at
Oh,
one
kiss my
time.
ass.
Oh, cool.
2 ounces of.
Oh,
Washington is giving away a free joint when you get your shot. Are you shitting me, Sonia? God damn.
That's great.
I might be going back in. What are all these pinpricks here? Oh, I'm just in the needles. Just go ahead. Give me another shot.
I heard Anheuser Busch
Got a
giving
joint
away
right
beer.
over there. Just keep sticking them in.
John's going to see how many times you can be pricked with the COVID. the
Yeah.
COVID.
How many times can you get this shot anyway? Just how good a dope is that?
There's all kinds of incentives right now. They got beer companies giving away beer.
Yes.
They got people giving away pot.
Yeah, they're actually supposed to this Friday. They're going to announce the first $5 million winners in our state if they've won for getting their COVID shots.
Yeah, that Rocky Mountain High. That's right. Filebuster. Yeah, we think about Colorado because it was the first one to go legal, and we all, you know, like.
yeah.
We're just smart.
Fuck
Hey,
them people.
you know, we listen to a
We're
lot of John
working on
Denver.
it.
What do you expect?
Oh, it's
You know,
pitiful.
we listen to a lot of John Denver. You know, Colorado,
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain.
Well, I want to see when that Rocky Mountain High hits this Mexican low down here. That's what I want to see.
Well, they got,
And-
when the feds take $70 billion in federal taxes, they have to legalize it. Otherwise, it's taxation without representation.
It's going to be the money. It's going to be the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is always going to do it.
They're gonna get greedy and they're gonna want it, and it's gonna come down to
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Eventually, it'll pass everywhere because it's
It took
ridiculous to have
$70
it
billion.
illegal anyway. You're not. It's,
70
Not a doubt.
it's like
dollars in
morality. You
federal
cannot. You cannot. You know, there's not a state in this country where people aren't smoking pot. Period. There's
Yeah.
no state. I don't care what
Right.
the law is.
Sure.
If somebody ain't in there smoking it, and they're probably smoking it in your capital state, city anyway. Probably
Right.
in the government.
Exactly.
Anyway, Michael James, who we miss tremendously. Michael, we miss your voice, brother. I love you. Take care of yourself. Came in with $5 and said, independent journalism with family and friends. Funny as fuck and no bullshit approach to speaking truth to power. Here's my $5. I'm in. Michael,
All right.
brother, y'all keep Michael in your thoughts. He's having a hard time. He can't come in and talk with us anymore, but we miss his voice. We miss him being in there, and he is indeed family, baby. Michael James, please,
Yes,
brother,
he is.
take care of yourself. And Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said it's not just about voter suppression and minority oppression. The GOP has put into law officials that overturn the electoral votes. Indeed, that's what they did here in Texas. And they don't even have to have proof. They don't have to have evidence.
They're crime ring. They're a crime ring. They're just literally a crime ring.
That's what they are. That's what they are, and it pisses you off when we don't have a senator in Joe Manchin or Sinema who's going to stand up against this shit. These are Democrats. That's what really chaps my ass. This thing with Manchin, coming with his pie in the sky idea of bipartisanship. You see any bipartisanship in the 232 bills they've passed across this country or attempting to? You see any bipartisan in that shit? No. There ain't any.
Not at all.
And this ass, no, that's what pisses me off. Joe Manchin, we got to work together and not so partisan. Are you shitting? Look at what they're doing all around this country.
Yeah, they
They
prove
need
it.
to start working with us.
That's the bad part. It's not going to happen.
I mean, they need to go to prison for the 14th Amendment, Article 3, for supporting this guy that committed treason.
I know 147 congressmen.
Yeah, they all need to go to prison. Every one of them.
I don't know why they're still allowed to hold the 14th
I don't
Amendment.
either. You guys can lie. You guys can lie.
14th Amendment says if you support an insurrection, you cannot be a congressman
That's
or
right.
senator.
That's right.
That's what the
That's right.
Constitution
You have a
says.
job.
And that's how come the Republicans are fighting tooth and nail to keep this thing from having a commission to investigate it. They don't want it investigated because it's going to point to them. And when it does, somebody's going to grab this little book and go, hey, you're here.
That's right. You guys can't be in
14th
Congress.
Amendment here says that you can't be in your office anymore. Get your shitting ass out. And that's
right.
I don't, what is it going to take to fix this, to get our country back to where it should be, where bipartisanship is an actual thing?
Where the laws are enforced by the people in power?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Because they got to enforce the laws. They're in power, and they need to enforce those laws. Otherwise, the laws are a joke. It's ridiculous. It's like slapping the people in the face, going, you're going to go to prison for this, but we won't.
Yeah, we won't. We'll get away with the highest of crimes, and we're going to put your ass in jail for stealing this baloney.
Right.
That's the difference in the crimes that we're looking at. Yes, they are all too willing to use the criminal justice system to put your ass in jail for whatever you do. But on the high crimes that we're talking about government officials doing, it's going to have to be by tooth and nail.
There's nothing.
No, we ain't going to get nothing. It's
over
going to be
400
smoke
people.
and mirrors.
There'll be over 400 people that go to prison for the insurrection that Trump created.
So why ain't
right?
he?
So he's the kingpin in the crime. The guy's the kingpin
They're all
in the crime.
pointing at him.
And they're all pointing at him. But for some reason, the people that are enabling him
Delta
are
8
not
again?
doing anything about it.
Pepsi Max
Because
just
they're
said Delta
all
8 is legal.
mistake. They got bribed. They took bribe money, and that's why they're not doing anything about it, because he'll take them all with him. He's going to say, well,
I hope I get to see him throw every one of his kids under the bus. I want to watch it.
too.
I want to see it.
Topple.
Yeah.
Want to see it all
Don Jr.?
topple down.
Never heard of the guy. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I remember
That'd be
him.
some kind of
I put him in
trickle-down,
charge of
won't it?
everything that had to do with my taxes. So whatever has to do with my
absolutely.
taxes, go see him. You know,
Oh, he's going to throw everybody under the bus. It won't matter. He'll protect himself no matter what.
yeah. He'll stand there in the
That's
corner
crazy.
when the
Just
bus is
trickle
coming.
down.
He'll push it right in front of him.
They had
Trickle
they had
down
Mary
prison
Trump on.
sentences.
They had Mary Trump on one of the news things
Oh,
the other
yeah.
night, I think, with and she said
His
he will
niece.
throw his whole family under the bus.
That's what
So
he's
he will
saying.
not
That's
get
what
in
she's
trouble.
saying, and several other people
He's done it.
are saying the
Stood
same
up
thing.
for him. He even attacked Mitch McConnell. I mean, he attacked Mitch McConnell, and Mitch McConnell was like a loyalist to him all the way. So, I mean, he's going to throw anybody under the bus. It doesn't matter if they were loyal to him or not.
Yeah.
Period.
He's just trying to save his nuts from going into a vice. So.
Yeah. Well, let's get the vice going. Tighten it down a bit.
That's what I said. I want to see the vice crack down. I want to see the nuts pop. Let's see it.
But I want to see the low-hanging fruit go first. I want to see Ivanka. I want to see Eric and Don Jr. I want to see them get their indictments. I want to build
crying because they'll go, I'm sorry, I can't help you, and then they're gonna really know how much of a fucking coward he is.
Let me tell you something. This is where it begins, baby. Aaron Trombley is running for town council in Morue, New York. This is a blue dot. That's her Facebook. That is her official actblue.com account to donate to help. This is where it starts. When I was talking about the down ballot, this is where we're talking about. This is one of our blue dots that is running for town council in New York. She's motivated. She wants to help, and so please I've been derelict in my duty of hitting that button as much as I should. Please support Erin. Give her support. Write her a letter. Send her a donation. Help her get her campaign going, because as she has found out and others, that's just not cheap. There's lots of requirements you got to do to get on a ballot, and so please donate or give her support. Write her on Facebook and let her know what you think. And I want to thank Lady Freedom Rocks, who just came in with $5 and asked, how good is the donkey doing? I'm glad you asked. I had to rush off and leave her this morning because I had to run into town to go meet Terry and Richard, and I left, and she was standing at the gate just going, she sniffles, and you can hear her sniffle all the way from my truck to that gate. And she's so cute. Lady Freedom Rock, she's so cute. She's my baby. I'm wrapped around her hoof. Her and the dog. Between
John,
her
what
and the
breed of-
dog, I swear, I'm worthless. You know,
What breed of donkey is her?
she's a miniature. She's a miniature donkey. She's a white. She's
Oh,
a paint.
really?
Yeah, she's white and with big brown spots and stuff. She's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She has been my
all
sweetie
right.
for.
She's pretty.
Oh, she's a
Need to
dog.
put a picture of her on the
I should
in the
put her.
pets section.
I should put her picture on my, like I do with Emma. Emma's there. Emma's my sweetie, the little dog on my Facebook page. That's my sweetie. Has been for 14 years, and yeah, she's getting up in age, and it's hard for her. But now we have Vicky, or my Pibble,
Yeah.
my little Pibble. She's not a pit bull. She's a Pibble. And her daddy calls her baby. She has a baby. She's a big baby. I can lay her right back. I pick her up.
That's so
You know. Oh, she'll lay back, and then I'll just rub her tummy, and she'll lay her head over. She eats it up.
Oh,
And wrapped around her paw too. And then every morning she gets up, comes over to her. And let's don't go on with that. I'll be sitting here talking about my animals. I love every one of them. My parrot, my
The animals
donkey.
are so sweet.
Yes. I'm so sorry. Somebody earlier in the chat today had lost one of their fur babies, and our heart goes out to anybody who goes through that, because they're kids, baby. They're just their family. You have an animal. If they're not family, I feel bad for the animal because you're not treating them sweet enough. Anyway, they do. They're in your heart. They stay there forever. They give you the greatest joys in life, and then one day will give you the greatest heartache that you're going to feel. And
I'm going to make the exit so somebody else can come in.
well, we're fixing to.
Because it looks like Ben's still trying to get in.
Ben, I don't know who's. Travis is over there. I don't. That's the producer shit. I can't see who's in there. But Ardessa, we thank you for coming, darling. We appreciate it anytime you do.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to me, and it's hope to do it again.
We do. We'll be doing it 3 times a week, baby. Come in anytime you want to.
Alrighty.
We're fixing
Thank
to head
you so
out the
much.
door anyway. It's about time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about that
It's
time.
That time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still looking forward to that couch out there. I'm still full of shrimp and fish. And I'm still waiting to get lay down and just go blah.
But,
I am.
okay.
Ardessa, thank you so much for coming in, Bart, baby. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And Johnny
Okay.
Fly. Where you at, Johnny Fly?
He left a long time ago.
Oh, did he?
for a minute.
Oh, that's right. He
He's-
walked
he's
out.
in the
Oh,
audience. He's in the audience.
Yes, because, and I'm calling him out because he just made a donation. That's what I'm calling him out for. Johnny Fly
Okay.
just came in with $5 and says, "Love you, John and Blue Dot family. Let's get ready for 2022.
2024.
As soon as and
2022.
2022 and 2020. We got to be ready for both. 22 first, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be heavy. We're gonna have
Yep.
you're gonna have to fight for this because they're serious. They got numbers, baby. They got new districts and so it's gonna be a battle to do it. But we can. Look what we did in Georgia, baby. If we can flip Georgia, anything's possible, baby. That's what we
Yeah,
have
somebody
to
just had
remember.
a landslide vote for the Democrats, right? A woman just
yes.
won by a landslide.
Yes, yes, I saw the story, but I didn't read it, and I don't even know where it was. But I know there was a Democrat somewhere, a woman who ran in an expected Republican area, and she won by a lot.
Right.
So,
And this is painful for them. I mean, when they start seeing when people realize what they did and they just turn around and vote them out in a landslide, hopefully.
yes, I'm hoping
you know,
that's exactly what's going to happen in 22. Is people are going to go, no, Republican. I'm not going to do that shit. They're crazy as shit.
Right.
You know, they've
Right.
gone
And
to
I can
Looney
see-
Tunes.
When
I'm
I see
hoping
people
that's
like
exactly
my
what I
mother,
see.
you know, who was a Republican her whole life, saying, "I'm not. Forget it. I'm done with them. They are committing crimes." and
Sonia
they're
is
doing
saying
it
it was in New Mexico. A Democrat woman in New Mexico won. So yeah, that's great. That's great. I understand they were expecting it to go to the Republican candidate, but the Democratic woman won. So good deal. We just need to keep
Right.
that shit up. And,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's momentum because people will wake up. Hopefully, I mean, if you're any kind of a decent person,
any
you'll wake
kind
up
of
and
decent
realize,
person.
right, that these people are just
If
scum.
you're not
and
totally
you know,
slap ass nuts and finally wake up one and go, I don't think Democrats are really eating babies. I just don't.
Right.
You know, you're digging your way out of that hole because
it's so funny. Everything Trump accused everybody else of doing is exactly what he did.
yeah.
He accuses everybody else of doing the crimes that he's doing.
Yeah.
Period.
And Sonia C has a point. Sonia says it's not trusting the election. That's what and she's right. Not only, they think, well, you can't trust these elections. Well, how many of them dumbass maggots are going to go, well, why go vote? You can't trust that shit anyway. Good.
Right?
Good. Stay home, brother. You're right. Your vote, they won't count your vote anyway. Don't worry. They're going to switch it anyway. So just stay home. Anyway, Robert, thank you for coming in tonight, brother. We appreciate it tremendously. I hope the new torch in the tank of gas will. I trust you're going to put them to good use, brother.
Oh, I'm already out there burning myself really good.
Good.
It's a great torch. It's a champion. It's called a Champion Sharp Flame torch.
Right.
And I bought another oxygen tank to go in my shop. Just trying to build my shop.
Now,
up
what kind
for
of gas are you using? Oxygen and what?
Propane and oxygen.
Propane?
Propane, oxygen,
Yeah,
right?
that's
But it looks like a little flamethrower, literally. Like it throws a good 3 or 4 foot flame.
Right.
So it's and it's raining
I
in
work
Bend
in
right
the
now.
other medium. I want my torch to be like a razor blade. I want it to cut the
And
thinnest
it
line. I
goes all the way
can.
down to a really sharp little pinpoint flame. So
Yeah.
it's really versatile. I can get a really
Outstanding.
big, like 3-inch flame all the way down to like a really toothpick flame.
Outstanding.
So
I
it was well
admire
worth
your
the
craft,
money.
brother. As a matter of fact, I said earlier in the show that we was talking about you today because Terry had asked me and Richard had asked me about my necklace. Oh, is that the one the guy out in Oregon made? Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, that's my blue dots, baby. That's a blue dot, and that's all my blue dot family in there sparkling around. You can see them as it sparkles in the... Yes.
Well, it makes me proud to see you wear it, John. I'm
Well,
glad to be
I'm
your friend.
proud
and
to
thank
wear
you
it,
for
brother.
having me.
Anyway, we always appreciate it when you come by. And Tony
Thanks,
Boyd,
sir.
Tony, thank you for coming by, brother.
Yes,
we
sir.
always appreciate it when you stop by.
Hey, I appreciate being here. I enjoyed myself tonight. We got a lot of good chuckles and stuff. And
Good.
we talked about a lot of really interesting
We
things.
aim to entertain,
and
brother.
The only thing we can say.
Where are you
Yes,
where
we
else
just
you gonna
gotta,
find such
like I said-
fine entertainment? Is this right here?
Nowhere.
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 No.
What can I say?
Anyway.
But we got to beat these Republicans. 'Cause
That's what we're
they're
going to do, baby.
stupid.
That's our job. That's why we're all here. We all laugh,
Yeah.
joke, have a great time. But when the time comes,
Yes.
we're going to get together and we're going to go vote, because no matter how much the Republicans try to put a roadblock up to keep you from voting, that should make you more motivated to make sure that whatever hurdle they put in front of you, you can clear that hurdle, baby, if we have to. If we can't get rid of the law, you're going to have to pass their little bullshit test. So, believe me, it's worth it to do whatever it takes to save this democracy. I love you all for being here. Thank you very much. Our Blue Dot family on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope. The time you spend is precious, and we were so grateful that you come by and spend part of it with us. We had a lot of good conversation. I've been watching that chat all night, and it warms my heart. Really, it does. I said it sort of last night. I am proud of walking on this path with so many good people. I'm proud of every one of you for being a member of this family, for being involved in caring about this country and our politics. And, you give me motivation every day to pull something out of my butt if I have to. I was telling that to Terry today, when Donnie Boy was in, it was so easy. All you had to do is wake up in the morning and turn on the news. Oh, yeah, there's something to say. Are you shitting me about some tweet, some idiot shit? Now we have a president. And it's not so easy every day. There's good news coming on the horizon. We still have bullshit coming on. And there'll always be something to talk about. But we were laughing today that during Donnie's years, it was so easy to come up with a rant, because I woke up every morning pissed when I turned on the news, so it was easy to do. Anyway, I love you all for being here. I love you all for being a part of this. And I'm so thankful for everybody. I want to thank everybody who donated a la carte tonight. Those are our Patreon members. You truly keep us online, baby, and we appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, mañana is Wednesday, hump day. So me and Clyde will be out and do our rant, and then we'll be back here again for a Thursday night Blue Dot family meeting. So please come by and join us. Go by bluedotintexas.com. Look on there. You can find the instructions on how to get on Discord. You can come by and join us in the conversation. Anyway, y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you again here on Thursday night for another family meeting. Till then, y'all take care. Bye now.